Nobody said the road would be smooth and easy, yet we walk through it every single day of our lives. Bold, yet scared. Tired, yet needing rest. Interestingly enough, these are what gives our lives true, definitive meaning. And it is all because we chose never to give up. Hello, amazing people. Good to have you back on the show once again. This is Socialogue, and I am Marianne Ayana. Good to have you back with us on another interesting episode of the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Of this journey called life, man's desire to attain and achieve is always top priority, especially when he's given the opportunity to lift up, motivate, inspire, and positively raise the bar. Now, our first story will tell you more about this. Stay with us.
Relaxing, yet purposeful, the mood that characterized the pilot private screening of Business reality TV show. The show is born out of the need to create a platform for youth to develop their business skills with dignity and pride.
Around the world has contributed to the growth of so many economies.
This business is going to go a long way to geometrically make them realize what their worth is, how to put their worth, and how to become people that will be self-reliant, so that they won't be looking upon people that are involved in bringing back the country to where we are not supposed to be. If the government, especially through the Apex Bank, Smedan and other private sector-driven industrialists give their support to business, is going to bring many Dangotes, many Otedolas, many Elumelus, and other industrialists that today are competing with world global powers.
We've had enough of gaffing around. Most people are laughing, but they're not genuinely happy. People are empty. They need content. Now, the beauty of it is that it's not just for those in the show who are benefiting. As they're pitching ideas, people who are watching are benefiting and gaining these ideas and using it even beyond the show itself.
The reality show's format is to highlight investment-seeking young entrepreneurs, pitch their ideas with solid business presentations to a panel of seasoned investors on the show. The investors, who are successful businessmen and women, will not only help nurture and mentor the participants, but also provide financial-based solutions to start up their dreams in agriculture, construction, security, entertainment, and ICT businesses. It is expected that the successful participant will in turn create employment and pass on the knowledge gained.
Young Nigerians, we decided to think inward and how we can actually better the cause for the nation, most especially how much we've been through as young people. And instead of being radical in a negative form, we decided to design a television show that will help boost business opportunities for young people, most especially for Nigerians who are innovators and entrepreneurs, and to help government actually expand the scope of the SME.
70% of our population is under the age of 30. So we have one of the largest youthful population in the world. And that burgeoning population can be the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're seeing the ugly now. If you see all the security challenges we have around the country, it's part of the demographic crisis that we are suffering. But we could also, taking clear 5 steps, take this demographic crisis, I'll call it, to a demographic dividend.
The Business reality TV show is set to encourage and usher in the African Union Agenda of 2063, which borders solely on trade integration between African states, as the winners here are expected to join their counterpart from
was to get youths that are already making impact, youths that are in different sectors, that are making impact in their various sectors. We brought them all together and tried to see how we all can pull momentum together to make sure that this project is a success. The concept for our main business is not just a Nigerian project, but we are building African business ambassadors. So our main business is going to hold in Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Kenya, and South Africa.
The organizers are hoping that this Afrocentric business reality show will not only change the narrative but inspire and promote the skills of Nigerian youth while relaying the message that they indeed mean business.
We must always remember that the youth are a crucial and integral part of the growth of any nation. Let us give them a chance. And to our second story of the day, I've always believed and of the school of thought that you can get live gold nuggets on the pages of a book. And it is for this reason that we'll bring to you the book launch of one of our very own, Francis Ogbe. Stay with us.
A lively ceremony marked the unveiling of two new literary titles for published author and celebrated television producer Francis Ogbe. Government officials, high-profile media personnel, colleagues and friends celebrated this accomplishment as he launched a timely guide for youth development titled Catch Them Young, as well as a non-traditional collection of poetry titled Rivalry of Supremacy. The momentous occasion was marked by the presence of the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority and special guest of honor, Yakubu Ibn Muhammad.
Out of the blues comes an ode that comes from the deep recesses of the heart to show appreciation to someone true and real. That someone true and real is Francis Ogbe.
A testament of the author's resonance with the youth especially was evident in a spirited performance of one of his own poems by students of High Grade International School. Both publications were highly reviewed for being well-reasoned, well-written, insightful appraisals of the human experience, offering moments of respite as well as impact.
He has put together a book that actually reaches out and speaks about our values. And it's only when people are young that could happen. Rivalry of Supremacy is actually his own feelings. He takes us through a journey of what he feels and what he has experienced and what his views are without trying to enforce it on anybody. And so when he did that, he took us into his world. And I think he paints a picture. He was very honest in very many ways. He was very direct. And in some ways also he was very succinct in his expressions. He speaks about what his fears are, what his concerns are, what his hopes are for Nigeria.
With the coming of this book, they will now be able to re-evaluate the curriculum in such a way that they can now rewire the youth in such a way that they can now trace back their paths. And in such a way, at the end, it will in turn now affect the nation and we can now experience national development.
It will have a very positive impact on the children. Like I said, before, we need to start from the foundational level to teach, children to put up those morals, those Christian values in them, those things that they will grow up with, those things that will make them to be greater leaders of tomorrow.
With the release of his most recent literary publications, Ogbe offers up an eloquent and nuanced introspection on the idea of building bridges and making connections. while Catch Them Young explores its original concept of Christotainment as a revolutionary new way to connect with the youth and harness their potential. Rivalry of Supremacy uses a collection of relatable poetry rendered in vivid detail and captivating language to connect with the everyday man.
The lady selling Fura the Nono at her leisure time, when she's waiting for customer, she can pick my collection of poems, go through it, read, smile, or even laugh, because my poems are relatable. They are poems that deal with everyday issues. There was a missing link. There was a gap. I identified that problem. I said, how do I provide solution? And that was how it all started. The way it was then is not the same today. So we must discover new approach, new strategies to meeting the needs of contemporary youth.
Ogbe writes with the knowledge and weight of seasoned experience. For both these books, their strength, like that of the author, is in their ability to be many things to many people: passionate, relatable, and charismatic.
Reading is beautiful. Reading is powerful. Reading is challenging. It brings to fore the creativity of the human mind. Not only does it equip you, it also opens to you enriching possibilities best known to man. Now, have you read a book today? If you haven't, please do so. You'll find it is a fantastic experience. And congratulations to Francis also. Now to our third story of the day, let's talk movies. We'll bring to you the premiere of the movie titled The Milkmaid, a film that explores the powerful force of love's true bond between two sisters and how some elements tried to threaten it. Now you need to see this.
The wealth and beauty of stories which are churned out daily from the Nigerian motion picture industry cannot be overemphasized. Little wonder, therefore, at the announcement of a Hausa language-based thriller film, The Milkmaid, as Nigeria's official selection in the International Feature Film category for the 93rd Academy Awards, popularly known as the Oscars.
Zan tuna, lura da Zainab shine manufana a rayuwa.
This belief was further re-echoed recently in Lagos as celebrities, entertainers and dignitaries from various sectors of the Nigerian economy were treated to a private screening of the movie. The event, which held at the Terra Culture Lagos and doubled as a fundraiser to further advance the cause of the film at the Oscars, was tagged An Evening with the Milkmaid. Our crew caught up with the producer and director of the film, who gave an insight into the motivation behind The Milkmaid.
Because of the nature of the story, trying to talk about, the victims of extremism and insurgency, a lot of hands and resources went into this, financial, material, human, to try and put the story together. Shooting the film not in the south, but took us 3 months. It took us 3 months to shoot this in the northeastern Nigeria in Taraba State. It was a challenging production.
Being a private screening, guests in attendance were treated to approve selected scenes from the movie, and they had things to say about the much they saw.
It was a very moving story, one that needed to be told. We hear, particularly those of us in the south of Nigeria, we hear about what's going on in the north, but we're disconnected from it. We don't know what's really going on.
Watching it tonight, I see that there's a lot of work that went into the project, and of course the topic is very timely as well. Speaking of insurgents, in the north.
I think it's given me a totally different perspective as to what Nigerian movie is all about. This one is an A grade.
This is the first time that Nigerian cinema is actually going to the Oscars in a way. So we are hoping for the best. And I would like to see Nigeria go behind the submission, just like every other country.
Obviously still a long way off from final selection, the producer revealed the next course of action in the campaign to get The Milkmaid to the Oscars.
We really need the support of everyone, government, private individuals, corporate sector, to try and help us to lobby and to publicize our film and bring it to the awareness of the international community.
The Milkmaid, a Hausa language-based thriller film shot on location in Taraba State, tells a gripping story which takes the viewer on a journey with a milkmaid as she confronts religious extremists and tries to save her abducted younger sister. She is, however, unprepared for the challenges which obstruct her path.
From the rooftops that we need to stop killings, kidnappings, insurgencies, and say yes to peace, power, strength, beauty, and love. This is what will make our nation strong and powerful. To our final story of the day, we'll bring to you the inauguration concert thrown in the honor of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Very, very deep and yet entertaining. Stay with us. After so much drama that characterized the 2021 power transition in America, Joe Biden, as expected, became the 46th president of the United States of America, with Kamala Harris as the vice, the first woman of color to ever occupy the office. It is well documented that America is deeply divided over its most important values, leading some to question the health of the democracy itself. The inauguration is expected to start healing and reconciliation processes, restoring faith back in human decency, kindness, unity, hope, and love within and outside America. It will probably be marked as the best moments in America's history, and what better way to herald in the new administration than an inauguration concert befitting the American dream. The concert was hosted by the famous Forrest Gump star Tom Hanks, with star-studded performances from Foo Fighters,
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm a road that drives away, follows you back home.
Demi Lovato, Bon Jovi,
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
John Legend,
Feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
Katy Perry, and Bruce Springsteen, who kicked off the concert with his song Land of Hope and Dreams, right there on the steps of Lincoln Memorial.
Oh, meet me in a land of hope and dreams.
Followed by John Legend with his rendition of Feeling Good, to Demi Lovato's rendition of Bill Withers' Lovely Day. The set was Katy Perry, all decked in white, with her 2010 Firework, with real-life fireworks lighting up the night sky around the Washington Monument behind her. The concert was not just to celebrate the victory, but of unity, with tributes paid to the frontline workers who bore the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic, putting their lives in danger to fight for others, even till date, and more especially to those who lost their lives to the pandemic. As music floated up to the skies and people listened with their hearts, this was a reminder that together we can make it, irrespective of tribe, language, skin, color, and demographic. Here's to a new beginning permeated with emphasis on unity, optimism, and progress.
Once we asked, how could we possibly prevail?
And that's how we take a wrap on the show, everyone. Remember, join us same time next week. And from the Socialogue crew, we implore that you use your nose mask whenever you're going out. This is not the time to be nonchalant about your health and the next person to you. Remember, stay safe. Bye.
Thank you.